How to get rid of incense smell from your house. Burning incense aroma has spiritual and mental benefits and leaves a soothing aroma in one's house. However, not everyone feels the same way. It may be overwhelming and cause migraines or nausea. Getting rid of the incense smell can be challenging, and using an air freshener may not solve the problem. The reason is that the fragrance oils cling to surfaces of the house, making it last longer than an air freshener does. For that reason, here are some simple tips to get rid of burning incense smell in your house. Materials you will need: baking soda, rubbing alcohol, white vinegar, water, degrease all-purpose detergent. Tips to get rid of burning incense smell. Here are the steps on how to get rid of the incense smell fast. Using baking soda and vinegar. First, open the windows, turn on a fan if possible, and place it facing the open window. Allow the room to ventilate for 1 or 2 hours until all the incense smell is gone. Add 1 cup of baking soda in bowls and set them in different house areas. Sprinkle baking soda on furniture and upholstery if it smells of incense, and let it sit overnight. Vacuum the room, furniture, and fabric after 24 hours. Add water and white vinegar in a ratio of 1:1 in a spraying bottle and shake until they mix completely. Spray the solution around the house and fabrics to stop your room from smelling like incense. Since the incense smell is oil-based, you can clean the walls, ceilings, and wooden floors with dish detergent and white vinegar in a bucket full of water. Rinse the surfaces with clean water and let them dry thoroughly. Using rubbing alcohol. Add 1 part of rubbing alcohol to 10 parts of water in a spray bottle. Shake the bottle until the solution mixes evenly. Lightly spray the clothes, fabric, and house items to remove the incense smell from wooden furniture. As the solution settles on the fabric and dries, it neutralizes the odor and removes the incense smell. The rubbing alcohol evaporates quickly and leaves no scent or residue. Additional tips and advice: pay more attention to soft surfaces such as wooden floors and fabrics because they absorb the incense smell more. Therefore, they need gentle care when cleaning. If the incense smell is overbearing and does not come off, place bowls of ammonia in different room locations for 2 days. Refresh the room smell with vinegar and baking soda. You can try to get rid of the burning incense smell on your clothes using a fabric freshener, or leave them to air dry outside in direct sunlight. If the incense smells you're trying to get rid of is overpowering and make you uncomfortable, replace it with a less strong incense brand or an air freshener. Frequently asked questions, FAQs, answers to the most common questions. Can incense get rid of bad smells? Incense doesn't usually eliminate bad smells, but helps neutralize them by releasing wonderful scents. They are alternatives to scented sprays, candles, and air fresheners. The only problem is that they don't eliminate the bad smell, but may mask them in various ways. That means the bad smell may resurface once the incense smell wears out. Some cheap incense sticks may be overbearing and compete with the bad smell instead of neutralizing it. That's why it is best to use baking soda or cleaning agents to eliminate the bad smell. How long does incense smell linger? An incense stick burns for an hour, and the smell lingers for a few hours afterward. The longevity of the smell also depends on the type and quality of the fragrance. Cheap incense made of synthetic ingredients and chemicals may produce a strong smell lasting from 2 days to a couple of months. It's best to use natural and high-quality incense brands, like Japanese incense. The smell may drift outdoor or to other people's houses when you open the door or window. It can linger on the carpet and furniture for several months to a year, if not cleaned. Should you open a window when burning incense? Opening windows or doors during and after burning an incense stick is a good idea. It allows cross-ventilation that facilitates the dispersion of the fragrance around the room. The room should also be well ventilated to avoid smoke buildup and allow fresh air to circulate. You can also burn the incense near an open window to prevent the incense smell from building up in the house, but far enough from flammable items like a curtain. How to keep incense smell in one room. An incense smell naturally resides in one room, but it may slip to other rooms through openings in the window, door, or wall. The best way to keep the smell in one room is by burning the incense stick for 20 to 25 minutes and then turning it off. The second option is placing a wet towel under the door slit to prevent the smell from escaping the room. Ensure you keep the door shut, but the windows open for proper air ventilation. Does incense get rid of the smoke smell? Incense sticks do not eliminate smoke, but are suitable for masking the smell. Not only do they hide the smell, but they also leave the room smelling lovely. You can briefly burn them in the kitchen to mask the smoke smell while maintaining ventilation. If you are a cigarette smoker and want to cover your smoking habit, you can light up an incense stick while smoking and snuff it out once you're done. Does incense get rid of weed smells? Incense gets rid of the weed smell to some extent, but doesn't remove it completely. Therefore, burning incense temporarily masks the weed smell and may creep back up when it burns out. Be aware that burning incense in a confined room while smoking weed is dangerous to your respiratory system, so you should open the windows or run a fan. Try cannabis odor removal products such as Funkaway Smoke Odor Eliminator that work in any room for safe and effective results.